Hello, it's Monika from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and it is time for hashtag FFC Challenge 2023. Today we're going to create a full star border card, and I created a slimline version. And I was inspired by one of my favorite paintings and also by Iced Images, and I left the link to her YouTube tutorial as well. So first, let's create the card base. I've got 7 by 7 inches black card, and I'm going to score it at 3.5 inches all the way down. Now it is time to fold it and burnish it. Really quick and simple. You can adjust the measurements as well, and I do encourage you to check all the videos in the description down below by amazing crafters taking part in this collaboration. Now I'm going to have 6 panels measuring 3.5 by 4 inches, and 2 of the panels I'm going to score at 1 inch, 2 inches and 3 inches. So we need 2 panels scored at that size. So again, it is 3.5 by 4 inches. I'm going to score it at 1, 2 and 3 inches. Then the 4 other panels measure exactly the same, 3.5 by 4 inches, and we're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1.5, 2.5 and 3.5 of an inch, and I'm going to repeat the process. So the score lines are 1/2 inch, 1.5, 2.5 and 3.5 of an inch. This collaboration is hosted by Monika, PaperMona. Every single month we create a different fancy fold for you. And today is full star border card. If you haven't tried this one yet, I really hope you'll feel inspired and create your own version. As you can see here, I'm starting with black color for the base. I thought, why not? Let's try something completely different. I'm not going to use any cutting dies or stamps. I'm just going to draw every single thing myself, and I do encourage you to try something new as well. If you haven't heard about hashtag FFC Challenge 2023, this hosted by Monika, PaperMona as I told you, and in the description down below, I left the link to our Facebook group where you can share your beautiful makes, and if you use that hashtag on your social media, we can see your beautiful fancy folds as well. And I do encourage you to do so. As you can see, I'm folding and burnishing all those score lines, and when they are ready, I'm going to attach them to my card base. So I'm going to move everything to the left hand side, and I'm starting with the 4 panels, which we scored at 1/2 inch. I'm going to put the glue on the left flap here, and I'm going to line it up with the left side of my card. Really easy to do, especially when you use a trimmer or guillotine to create your panels. I'm going to burnish it very well. Then I'm going to go to the second score line here, as you can see, and I'm going to put the glue on the flap, and then I'm going to make it flat and burnish it. And this way we're going to have that 3D effect in a moment, but wait for it. So when this is ready, I will need another panel that we scored at 1/2 inch on the left hand side, and I'm going to attach it next to this one here. So as you can see, I'm going to put my liquid glue on that flap. I'm going to turn it over and line it up with the first one. I can imagine it might be a little bit tricky to see it on the black here, but trust me. And I do encourage you to check all the videos by amazing crafters taking part in this collaboration, and I left the links in the description down below, so go and have a look. Now I'm going to turn it over and repeat the process. So now we have to line it up with the edge of your card base. Again, I'm going to put the glue on the flap, and doing the second score line here, I'm going to make it flat and burnish it. And then we need to do it on the right hand side again. We need to line it up, and that panel will be ready. All we have to do is to attach the 2 other panels that are on the left hand side. And these are now very easy to do. If you haven't tried this fancy fold card, I really encourage you to try it. So all the amazing crafters taking part in this collaboration try different measurements. So go and check their videos because you will see how easy this card is to create. Of course, you can use any design papers from your stash to decorate it. Now I'm going to put the glue on the panel that we scored at 1 inch on the left hand side, and I'm going to attach it to my first panel, and then I'm going to put the glue on the last panel, and as you can see, it goes flat. And that's what's really good about fancy folds, they go flat in the envelope. So we do have that 3D look. Now it is time to turn the card over and repeat the process. So when this is ready, then you can decorate it. Today I decided to create one of my favorite paintings. Actually, I created this painting a couple of times using different techniques, and today I wanted to try something new. So I'm going to use my watercolor card and acrylic markers. And with that black border, it will really make sense. So as you can see, my card base is ready. There will be plenty of space to write your message inside, but we're going to leave that for later. So let's create some panels using watercolor card. And to make sure everything will be ready, you have to make sure you use your trimmer or guillotine to cut the panels to the size you need. So first, I will have a panel that will measure 3 1/4 by 6 3/4, and that will go in here. And this is really good. You can actually make it slightly bigger if you want the border slightly smaller. Now I'm going to use a pencil to create the outline of my painting. Really quick, simple, easy, and you can create literally whatever you want for any occasion. And if you haven't used any coloring media like pencils, pens, markers, I do encourage you to take them out today from your stash and create something absolutely beautiful. Here, as you can see, I've got acrylic markers from my stash. Some of them are Posca pens, some of them are super inexpensive. And I'm starting with those stars here. And then I'm going to add a little bit blue here and there. The trick with the Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh is not to use any straight lines. I'm really trying to give that movement effect. As you can see, I sped up the process here like 8 times. To be honest, all together, that card took me literally an hour, 60 minutes to create it with all the cutting and drawing. So I think it is pretty good for a handmade card where you create beautiful handmade paintings, right? As you can see, I'm playing with different blues here, and what's really good about acrylic markers, they dry really quickly and you can layer them up, which is absolutely amazing, and that's what I wanted. Just to make sure I do have that movement effect here, I'm trying to leave some of the spaces white, and that really works well. If you look at the card, I know maybe here you can't really see it, but in real life it really makes a difference. And sometimes you have to wait a little bit longer for some of the elements to dry, because very often there is a lot of acrylic paint inside the pens, but do not worry, just move on to the next section and then go back. So here I'm trying to go around those stars here and there, and again, as you can see, I'm not using any straight lines. We need some curves just to get that movement effect. I wonder, what is your favorite painting? Have you ever recreated it? If you haven't, I do encourage you to create your favorite painting in any technique you want. You don't have to paint it. You can use your scraps of paper to create it. You can use some cutouts, literally whatever you want. And trust me, you'll be very happy with the result. So this panel is nearly ready. I'm just trying to make sure I don't really have many white spaces left, but some of them are really amazing here. Here I've got a panel that will go at the front of the card, and this one measures 3 1/4 by I think it is 4 3/4. Yes, it is. Sorry, I didn't put the measurement here. So again, I'm starting with some blues and then I'm adding some yellow for the stars and also the moon, because this is the main feature of my card. Again, I'm going to use literally all the pens you can see here and also some others, just to give that movement effect. If you haven't heard about hashtag FFC Challenge 2023, as I told you, this hosted by Monika, PaperMona, and I left the links to all the amazing inspiration in the description down below, so make sure you go and check it out. And I also left the link to the video by Iced Images, where she created 5 by 7 inches card, which is absolutely gorgeous. So you can go and check this one as well. That one I was actually inspired by to create my version, but I wanted to create something with the landscape mode and the painting. That's why I changed the measurement, and it is sort of like a slimline card in the end. So as you can see, I'm trying to avoid some of the elements here because I'm going to paint it with different markers later on. So as you can see, this card comes together pretty quickly, and I have to say that I am super proud of it, how it turned out. And I think I actually made it for myself for my 40th birthday, which is coming very soon. And I love it so much that I'm going to leave it on my desk. And the card really gives you amazing dimension, which you will see in a moment when we add here all the elements. As you can see here, I'm playing with some light grays and also blues to create that really nice effect. And what's really good about this technique, you don't really have to be super precise, because it is like post-impressionist style, and which is amazing and very forgiving. So I do encourage you, if you haven't tried this one yet, try it. It is so much fun to create. And with acrylic markers, you can layer them up so no one will ever see any mistakes. Trust me, it is worth the effort and it looks amazing in the end. Now it is time for the cypress tree. I really like it. I'm starting with the lightest green first. Then I'm also filling in the blue spots where I left some white. And then we add that dimension. So whenever you want to create beautiful image, I do encourage you to have at least 3 shades of the same color, like light, medium and dark. This way you will have that dimension and the sense of real thing. So this one is ready. I'm really happy how it turned out, and I'm going to adhere it at the front of the card. Here I spill some of the paint, but do not worry, I'm going to fix it with a little bit of tissue, and then we can move on and adhere it using liquid glue, because I will have time to maneuver it. And then when I've got this panel ready, it will be time to embellish the sides here. So as you can see, I've got those 2 ready, and then I'm going to cut them out into smaller pieces, and they will measure 7/8 by 3 3/8. And this way I'm going to start from the front, from the right hand side, let's say it that way. So it will look like the painting is continuous, and you will see that in a moment when I open the star. So as you can see, when you cut it up, I really encourage you to actually leave it the way the painting looks. So this way it will be so much easier to adhere it. So with the front, I created 7 panels, and for the back, I've got 5. Because when you look at the star from the front, you will see 7 panels, and that's how I did it here. If you want, you can also use some pattern paper to decorate it as well, and that will be absolutely fantastic. Now I'm going to start with the back. Again, I'm going to start with the right hand side. If you struggle, you can make it flat like I did it here, and everything will be adhered properly. So as you can see, that looks really cool, and we do have that very nice black border, which I absolutely love, and the card will be nearly completed. All you have to do is to create a panel that will go inside to write a message. So what do you think about my hand painted fancy fold. Do you like it? Please let me know in the comments down below. Now I'm going to create a white panel measuring 3 1/4 by 6 3/4 of an inch. So when this is ready, you can leave the space for a sentiment at the front. Here I'm going to leave it empty at the moment. And the cut is completed. It folds flat in the envelope, and the dimension of the star is absolutely amazing. So when I heard about this fancy fold, I thought, stars, what can I create with a star? Of course, my favorite painting by Vincent van Gogh. Have you ever seen it in real life? Please let me know in the comments down below. So don't forget to check our hashtag FFC Challenge 2023 on the social media and share your beautiful full star border card on social media and in our Facebook group as well. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And see you in my next video. Happy crafting! Bye!